Welcome to the Academic Decathlon Guidelines for Judging Speech. First and foremost, thank you for volunteering. This program would not be possible without individuals such as yourselves. In case this is your first time judging in Academic Decathlon, here is a brief overview. The Academic Decathlon is essentially the Olympics of academia for high school students. On a team, 9 students compete in 3 different divisions: Honors Division, which is classically grade A students, Scholastic or classically grade B students, and Varsity or classically grade C students. Schools may also have additional participants referred to as alternates. Students compete in a variety of events including art, music, language, literature, science, math, social science, and economics. These events are objective, while the speech and interview events are subjective. During the speech event, there are 2 sub-events: a prepared speech and an impromptu speech that students deliver to a panel of 2 to 3 judges. Both speeches are timed. For the prepared speech, the topic is selected by the decathlete, which is then approved by the coach. It is original work created by the student and cannot be a recycled speech from a previous year. Students have 3.5 to 4 minutes for the prepared speech. Note cards are permitted but should not be relied upon by the student. Glancing at note cards occasionally is okay, but reading straight from them represents a poorly prepared speech. Gestures are acceptable, but no props. Students must stand while delivering their speech unless a disability prevents them from standing. For the impromptu speech, students are given a card with 3 topics and they pick one to cover. They have 1 minute to select and prepare their speech. They may not leave the room, and note cards and pencils are provided for them. Students have 1.5 to 2 minutes for their impromptu speech. Delivery guidelines are the same as for the prepared speech. Try to maintain a relaxed and positive atmosphere and listen attentively. Do not ask students what school or area they are from. There is no penalty if they reveal where they live or what school they attend. When scoring, it's important to keep a consistent and fair process for every student. Begin your session with each student at level 5 and adjust up or down depending on the delivery. Score each student by the rubric, not against each other. Be sure to score their performance, not their effort. The student may try hard but didn't deliver a good speech. During the competition, judges are not to discuss their scores with one another because it's not a collaborative process. On your speech evaluation form, you should have 11 total marks when you are done: 7 for the prepared, 3 for the impromptu, and 1 mark for speech penalties. The speech development pertains to how the speech is structured around a purpose and includes an opening, body, and conclusion. It is supported by relevant examples, facts, and figures delivered with ease that they blend into the framework of the speech. It should immediately engage you and move toward a significant conclusion. When looking at effectiveness, consider how the speech is received. Was the speech objective clear? Did the content relate to the purpose? Did it hold your interest? When looking at correctness, assess the proper use of grammar and punctuation and pauses. The appropriateness of language refers to the choice of words that relate to the speech's purpose and the audience hearing the speech. Language should show a clear understanding of thoughts. Speech value justifies the act of speaking. Students should say something meaningful and original, and the audience should feel that the student's speech has contributed to their thinking. When evaluating their voice, consider if the rate and volume of their voice is appropriate. A good voice can be clearly heard and words easily understood. Nonverbal presentation of a speech is also important. The speaker's appearance should reinforce the speech, whether profound, sad, humorous, or instructional. Body language should support points through gestures and expressions. An important thing to remember is that students come from a variety of socioeconomic backgrounds, and we're not here to judge them, but their appearance should be neat, clean, and well-groomed. The same rating points should be considered for impromptu speeches. Both speeches should refer to the topics addressed and be delivered in a unique and original way. Are the ideas being conveyed properly? Is there an organizational flow to the speech? How is the speech brought to life? Are they using body language to reinforce content and ideas? Do they use the appropriate tone and volume of their voice? The last mark on the evaluation form is for speech penalties. There is a timing violation if the student goes over or under the allotted time. Be sure to mark no penalty for no penalty. So when looking at the speeches that score the best, 9s and 10s will hold your attention and make valid points. Good speeches should earn a 6, 7, or 8. In conclusion, it's important to remember that speeches differ. They could be formal, speak on historical topics, presented with a sense of humor, or may tell a personal story, and they can convey a range of emotions. Be sure to record your marks correctly and completely. At the end of the session, refrain from giving the student any leading comments, positive or negative. You can wish them luck on the rest of their competition if you'd like. Thank you again for being here, and we hope you have a wonderful time participating in this event.